I got way too many Jyn Ersos. There's 7 of them there. I got another one at least in the collection. So I wanted to make sure I kept at least one, because I do actually collect Star Wars, but yeah, that's too many. Clearance sometimes can be a bad thing. Sometimes you buy things on clearance that really don't have an appeal to people later. Maybe in 2030 something, somebody will want this Jyn Erso. I mean, the movie's not bad. These construction buildable figures, they're pretty bad. So, hey, I'm Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. In this video, I'm continuing the never-ending journey to organize this crazy collection. So, after going through the Chima boxes, I found some of these, and I was like, that takes up a lot of volume, so I can clear out this volume by parting those out. So that's one thing that I'm going to do. I'm actually making some progress sorting the t-shirts. I got a couple of them put away. There was a pile there and there. It's gone. Oh, there's more on the floor. Yeah, there's 2 boxes there I haven't finished. So, got bicycle shirts. Oh, look at all the Barbie stuff. Vsauce shirts and Brick Builder Club shirts. So those are the 3 I filled up. So I'm just going to fill all these up like I mentioned before. Just finding, since these are smaller than these drawers, the ones I have that'll fit in there, I'm trying to do that. So Panty Socks Tights is Vsauce. I also pulled out this box for this train. I need to kind of organize it back. I set it here because right there is where the cars to this train are located. And I actually got a couple extra cars than what the set calls for. So to do this, I go to Brickstock, start a new file, do the little plus sign there. I was looking at that set earlier. There's actually a couple of parts in that Camp No that are still worth a lot, but I think they'll come down because they are on Bricks and Pieces. All right, add that, close, part out right here, part out item. Yes, it writes over that. And then I sort by status. Let's see if there's any counterparts I want to get rid of. I think it's just all individual elements. All right, select all, or select all. Consolidate items. Yes to all. All right, now sort by color. Trying to see if there's any. Okay, I guess there's no no printed or stickered pieces in there. So then you set to price guide. Set to price guide. Slash 6 months average. See how much this set's worth. $18. Is it still less than retail? I don't remember. Is there any useful parts in here? We got some Technit pins and bushings, a Jyn Erso fist. Oh, there's a gear. A couple of useful parts. The projectile launcher. Those always come in handy. They're not worth nothing though. Yeah. So there's 53, I think, different. Yeah, 53 different items in here. Oh, and I forgot I need to go over here and multiply the quantity by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll multiply by 7. So that would be 777 pieces, because there's 111, I guess, in each box. See how difficult this is going to be to part out. We got the instruction manual. Head. Oh, whoops! There went Jyn's head. Oh my goodness, that's so Galador-esque right there. So what you do when you're parting out, have I done part out tutorials before? You separate things by the bag, and then I do each different bag separately. Like I'll do all these bags, all the small bags. Smaller pieces are usually actually a little harder to sort. And then I'll keep the instruction manuals and I'll dispose of the boxes. So yeah, you just got to do all of them like that. Do all 7 of them. Check this out. That's the instruction manual in one of them, and then another one wasn't quite as bad. That crease can come out. Maybe this one can. I'll just stack them all together. So I got everything separated, mostly. Getting all the heads in a cup. There's Jyn Erso's severed heads. I think I'll, oh man, what I set all these to the side. And I think I'll start with the smallest one first. Yeah. So what you do, first of all, I like to see what different elements there are, and then put all those in a cup. So I'll start with one bag and separate the main different elements. This is easier when I'm not recording, by the way. Oh, 1 by 1. Should always be extras of 1 by 1s. And then sometimes I'll try to group them by color. Make sure I have enough cups. Well, there's a lot of different parts in that little bag. Looks like it was going to be pretty easy. And then you got all of these different colors. Well, there's a lot of these reddish brown, so that helps. And then you got these reds. As I throw one on the floor. You know, when I'm sorting, sometimes stuff ends up in the floor. Gotta be careful. All right, this piece goes there. More black. Man, there's way too many different parts in this. This is going to be the hardest bag in the whole thing. Wait, did I already have that part? Nope. Nope. Don't think I had that one either. Nope. And then I did have that one. I'll set it over there. A couple of these boogers. A couple of those are always, that's a useful part for the Jyn Erso set. And a couple of bushings, one of those, one of the. I ran out of the containers. And then you kind of get, when you get to the smallest, you can just kind of slide them into a pile, and then I can slide them off the table like that. All right, so that's all the different parts in that. Oh my goodness, 3, 7, 10, 13. 16, 20, there's 23, so over a third of the different elements were in that one small bag. So after that, after I've seen what's in a bag, then I'll take and dump most, if not all, of the other bags. You know, I'm doing it here on this table. It's a little more tricky because stuff is easy for stuff to slide off. A lot of times I do it upstairs on a card table while I'm watching TV. Oh boy. And it can be overwhelming sometimes when you open too many of a bag, but I'm doing all of the same bag type. So there's 7 of these bags, so I'm doing 6 total since I already separated one bag. And then once you get everything into a pile, I think that's all the bags. And then you just grab elements and put them away. And try not to make a mistake. Whoops. Try not to throw a piece in the floor. So this one doesn't have any like really large elements, but some things stand out, like these reddish browns. So that's kind of was starting with those. Get those all out of the way. And once you know you're done, you could actually put that container out of the way. See, always make sure, because it may have a straggler that I missed. And then I grab the next color that stands out, like the reds or the blues. Of course, then I guess when you get down to the end, you got a bunch of black pieces left over. It might be hard to tell them apart, but or if it was all gray or all one color, it'd be hard. But just usually start with size and things that stand out, and then just keep going. And I'm always grabbing usually the same type of part. I may go back and forth between different ones, just whatever strikes me, whatever I'm noticing at that moment. I'll be picking those up. and going like that. Those pieces wanted to roll away, so I'm going to get those. Uh-oh, there goes 2 pieces in the floor. Always keep track of what you drop. So I did. Actually, one of these rolled away. Don't know where it went. I'm going to have to look for it later. Again, this is not the normal way that I do it as far as where I'm standing. I'm trying to do it in a way where I can film it, which I lose a little bit of my efficiency. But this is in principle what I do. Again, usually I'm sitting down at a card table watching TV, and before you know it, the pile's gone away. I don't usually just sit down and just sort without doing something else at the same time. So in this case, I'm sorting while filming a video of me sorting. But I like doing it in the cups. I should tell you that. Why I like the cups is because it makes it easy to put them away. Because all you got to do is take that cup to the drawer and just dump it out in the drawer when you get to that point. So I'll finish up this pile. So I'm getting to where I'm almost done. Then kind of slide these bushings out of the way. That piece doesn't belong there. There's another one of those pieces. But then, get the last of these. Alright, so one thing I didn't mention earlier, this set does not have numbered bags, which makes it easier in a way to sort, because when you get done with a bag, you pretty much aren't going to see that part again. So I'm sorting these. I had an extra. Yeah, I had too many of those. But so I got all the bluish grays and the dark grays there, the red, reddish browns, and I'll stack all these black parts together. Boom, I am done with that bag, which I think is the hardest bag. So I'll go to the next one. So a lot of times when I'm sorting, you open up a bag and then you're starting with the biggest elements first and working your way down. Or if a big bag, sometimes we'll have a small bag on the inside of it. So you feel like you've accomplished a lot because you've eliminated a lot of the volume, but sometimes there's so many little parts that it takes longer to sort the little. So this one, I'm kind of glad that I've already done all those little parts, because I know the rest of it is just, it's going to get easier. This bag's going to be a lot easier than the last one. So again, I'm seeing what elements are in here. I didn't actually group these by color. I'm just getting the elements in. I probably should have moved those off of the table. All right, what do I got left here? I got a couple of those. Did I have that one already? And, oh yeah, I did have that one already. I thought I did. So that one's there, that one's there. Put that one there, and one more container. Boom. So that'll be all the parts for this bag. Do the same thing. You just dump all of the bags out. And really, this sorting method works whether you're sorting for putting it into a Bricklink store or into your personal collection. You just take a pile of parts and just get it down to where there's some order relatively quickly. Of course, it's easier to to sort open sets because you know what parts are in there. If you're just sorting a random lot of parts, it could be any of a number of a different variety of parts, and it'll take a lot longer to sort. But yeah, you just like what was that movie, The Patriot, where you start with the highest ranking people and work your way down. Like if you get in a street fight, take out the big guy first. So, but I'm kind of doing it backwards this time. Started with the smaller bags first, but I'm taking the big parts or the ones that stand out. Get the generals, then work your way down. Where are these at? They're over there. So yeah, everybody's probably got their own method to how they do it. And again, I'm filming, so it's a little more difficult because I'm not at an angle that I want to be. And I'm worried about dropping pieces in the floor. But this is how I how I get stuff ready for the Bricklink store. And sometimes when I'm sorting these out, like sometimes I'll pick a set because I need parts for personal use, and I'll sort them out like this and then take the ones out that I need for personal use and then put the rest of them in the store. A lot of times I'm keeping things like tiles, but in this case I'm just going to put everything in. If I find out later that I need it and it hadn't sold yet, then I'll get it. If it does sell, okay. Either way, it's good for me. So you gotta be careful sometimes with parts that have a similar shape. Those can get mixed up, and we do make those types of mistakes when sorting. So yeah, be careful, especially if it's going to your personal inventory. It doesn't really matter, but when you're sorting, try to watch out for those similarities. Sometimes it's good to look at the set inventory before you sort, so you kind of know what to expect. So we're down to the last bag, which should be theoretically the easiest because it's the larger elements, but it's also some of the least popular elements. There's her torso. Okay, here's how many of these are. See, these are similar shape but different. Those are probably the same. Sometimes there's parts that are right and left. Don't think that's the case with these. So yeah, let me get the containers for those. This one piece decided it was going to fall off the table. Who threw that in there? Gotta find its thing. So start with your big ones and work your way down. There's the torso. Put these gray elements. These look like they're all the same. Wait a minute. Nope. See, they're different. I almost put them in the same container. Got small ones. I feel like, yeah, there's two small ones there. The feet, I don't think she's got a right and a left foot. I could be wrong. That's an interesting part. Interesting color. All right, put that over there. Are those the same? Yeah, those are the same. Need a couple more. That's different. That one. Or Jyn Erso. And those. Two more. That one. And that one. Alright, sort these out. I've been trying to do all the bags at once. These may actually not fit on here. So sometimes you might just do, like, some people might do 2 or 3 at a time instead of all 6 of them like I'm doing here. But even though this looks like a bigger pile, it should take less time to sort than the previous bags. You just start with these, get these big parts out of here. So watching my sorting videos will help you not only sort Lego, but if you get in a street fight, which I hope you don't, the number 1 rule of street fights is avoid them. The second rule is call the police. Use pepper spray. I don't know. I'm giving bad advice about fighting. Don't fight. You always want to avoid a fight. So that's how I live my life, avoiding fights. Alright, so yeah, getting these. See, I'm about to mix these up again. So you gotta be careful going too fast, mixing things up. There's the big one there. When you start with these big elements, it's like, before you know it, the pile is disappearing right before your eyes. Again, I don't want to mix up the shoulder pads. You got small ones and big ones. I don't know if that's what the technical name of these are. There's a small one. And they are, even though they're different sizes, you got to like put them up to each other to tell them apart. They got the same number of holes, but one's smaller than the other. So yeah, that would have been one that would have been real easy to mix up, and I may have still mixed them up. I don't know. Let's see, is that a big one? No, that's... Get all the fists. Jyn Fisto here. Boom. We are almost done sorting, at least. I still got to put all these things away or find them a home somewhere. And even things like this that are totally different sizes, sometimes you can mix them up if you're going too fast. So take your time. Hurry up, but take your time. Hurry up and wait. Okay, almost mix those up. Getting so close. We're almost there. Almost there. Big piece there. Get all these little ones here. Big one goes there. Oh, boom, 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 boom. I should be talking, right? Boom, boom, boom. I'm thinking instead of talking. All right, we are. Look at that. See, that wasn't too bad. That was not too bad. Did I mix that one up? I don't know. Last bit here, and we got everything sorted. All right, so all 777 elements are now sorted. So I'm going to go over here. I already multiplied the quantity. So let me go over here. Hold on a minute. This wonderful camera work here. So I'm using BrickTsar. I think it's called BrickTsar or BrickTsar. One of those. Go to Export, Bricklink, Mass Upload XML to Clipboard. So it goes there. I want to use my new prices in case prices have changed. I always want to keep it current. And I choose a stockroom. You can do any of them. That's if it doesn't have a remark, it's going to go to stockroom. So when I verify, it's going to tell me where some of these parts are. Like those bars are in drawer 479. I don't have any of those ice cream cones. Don't have any of those. The 1x1s are in box K30. So yeah, now I'm just going to go put them away. Box M15. Are any of these large elements? So that piece is not in anywhere. I'm going to do everything that's on the table right now. See if they're in a spot. That's not in the drawer. This one's not anywhere. Yeah, surprise, surprise. None of those are anywhere. So I'm going to set those aside till I have a place to put them. And then we got our blue pieces. So then I basically, you could do something where you could put them in away, you know, like in the order that they show up in your store, but boom, you just dump them out like that. This is why I like one drawer, one item, because when I'm putting stuff away, it's just like taking this over there where the container is. Again, I'm usually not filming. Boom, put it away, and that's 2 of the 53 lots put away. And then these are things that don't have a place right now in my store, so I'm going to put the other things in here that don't have a home. I'll put in here like all these elements here until I can find a drawer or a place for them. They'll go in there. And so yeah, I just worked down this, and this is before I've even uploaded it to my store. So I'll put them all away, and then I'll hit upload file. So to make it easy, what I normally do is I'll have all the colors, all the ones that are the same color out, and then I'll just go through the list as it shows up. Like this goes in drawer 479, this is in M15, work my way down. And then set aside the things that don't have a drawer, which ice cream. Where's the 1x1s? K30. Oops. So this drawer is almost full. Still can close it. When it gets too full, I usually go look for a bigger container or swap it out, because sometimes the big containers, they end up having less in them. So I do a little swapping of drawers from time to time. And then I'll go to the next color, dark bluish gray. Again, probably the most useful element in this set. And sometimes you can kind of do error check. There's nothing wrong with this, but I parted out 7. This is one of the pieces that there were only 1 in each set, so I should only have 7. I shouldn't have 6. So I got 7, so I'm good. Some of the elements I don't even need my thing. I just know where they are. Like this one, it's been forever. Cup 15. It's one that doesn't sell a lot. People usually don't buy a massive quantity, and it's in a lot of sets. So you kind of start memorizing where they are. So one thing I want to do before I upload it, see if I get any new orders. Nope, already shipped that one. Oh, I need to file that one away. So, boom, everything's already in the store. So, well, the Jyn Ersos, they're in the store, but they're in stock room, so you wouldn't actually see them. They're physically in the store, but they're not in Bricklink until I hit this button here. Upload file. Boom, they're in there. So if I wanted to go to my store, I could go to my inventory. What was the set number of this thing? I got all the smashed boxes down here. 75119. So I want to look at new condition, show more options, and then from set. This is another way I'll put them up, is I'll search by what's in my store. Of course, you got to be careful if the set has counterparts, because you could end up putting a piece in the wrong drawer. So I don't usually like doing it this way. I usually like putting them away before I get to this page. But yeah, there's the 53 lots. Some of them are in stock room. That means they're in the store, but they're not publicly available until I get a location. So all the stuff in this box is things that I've uploaded to my inventory. I just don't have a drawer for them. I could just change them to available, but there's no remark, and if anybody bought them, I'd have to dig through all this mess, but I don't want to do that. And so whenever I find a drawer, I'll just go in there and type it in there and then change it out of stock room. But the ones that have a location, my remarks, that's where it is. Sorry, severed head of Jyn Erso. All right, so I feel good. I added 777 pieces, and these will eventually find a drawer. So that's what I do from time to time. So I'm going to be bit by bit. Wait a minute, I just watched Fletch. Sorry, that's a forced line in Fletch. It's bit by bit. Anyway, I'm going to bit by bit get my collection organized. So we freed up the space of Jyn Erso, so that's good. I'm going to be going through, continue sorting the t-shirts and the other containers, and the Chima sets are still over in the pile from where we did the Chima video a few days ago, but I'm going to start parting those out and freeing up that volume of space, just little by little, until we get this basement somewhat organized. If you have any requests or suggestions or things that I'm looking for, give me goals, things to look for. I do like the video when we were going through the boxes looking for the Chima sets. People are like, why don't you sort by theme there? And I'm going to go back, and I think I'll start pulling out more of the train. The things that I have a lot of the theme: trains, Star Wars, brickheads, things like that. And then, get all the Lego ideas sets together, the architecture, and Lego City. There's a lot of things I can do, and just make it easier and easier to actually find things. And the things that I don't need, get rid of them, so that we can get some order to this basement. So thanks for coming along. You can subscribe if you want to help me on this journey. I appreciate it. Why am I leaning? Oh, and I have more things coming up in 2022. It's not only the year of the train, the great sort, the Chima purge, but going to get some dental work this year, so that'll be interesting. But I'll be back very soon in another video.